Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about to start the next match here at the Players Amateur Championships, the 10 o'clock session. We've got Max Nosko versus Aaron Davies. So, should be a great match. Looks like Max is just coming into the arena, so we'll get underway shortly. My name's Greg Batten. I'll be commentating on this match alongside Jordan Church. He'll be joining us very shortly. So it looks like Aaron wins the lag just, and he'll be breaking first. If anyone at home's got any questions they want to ask me or Jordan, please feel free, and I'll happily do my best to answer them. If anyone wants to keep up to date with the live scores, go on to the internet and type in QScore, where you'll find all of the live feed and all of the live updates on the scores of each game. So dry break from Aaron, looks like a little bit of safety to start with. Adam Kirk, I can't answer that one, unfortunately. All I'd say is obviously there may be something with YouTube. It's working fine for everybody else, so try again, buddy. Good pot from Aaron. Certainly not an easy table. May try and either pot the yellow and cannon into the awkward yellow on the right hand side of the cushion, or if he can't pot it, then he'll try and take the bag, which he's done a pretty good job of.
You've done that before. We're up to date then? I think so.
Okay, so I'm now joined by the legend himself, Jordan Church, fresh off of his win in the first round proper. Well done, buddy. And you also won me a couple of quid as well.
Are we on? Yeah. Sorry, the microphone was dead there. Yeah, that wasn't pretty.
Nah, but
No one's saying
you
that.
got through, mate, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, the wheels fell off at one point. Well, I say at one point. It was for most of the match.
Yeah, I must admit I shouldn't have been doing it, but I was looking at the score early on. I was like, for God's sake, he's let me down. But you managed to get back into it. I think you had five in a row, didn't you? Middle part of the end of the match or something.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
It's all a blur.
Yeah, it is all a blur. I was too busy moaning. So, did you win?
I scraped through, mate. I
Scraped.
didn't play too great, but fortunately Lee Washbrook was struggling with his break, so
Okay.
made it, a little bit easier than it perhaps could have been. I think these early rounds, obviously, as you know, it's just trying to get through, isn't it, and
Yeah, a lot
come
of it's
back tomorrow fresh.
getting used to the tables, I think, as well, because they are so quick,
Yeah.
so responsive. I played a shot earlier, and I just tried to stun the white, probably 5 or 6 inches away from the pocket, and use the side rail and snooker him, and I just screwed straight off.
And we got a question from Adam Kirk for you, Jordan. He's asking, you must have thought that you were out when you missed that ball, the black, I think it was, over the middle.
I played that.
He's played the miss.
Yeah, no, I didn't fancy him to get him from there, but
I thought, yeah.
he took out a good finish. Really, that yellow over the hole was tough. But no, yeah, I thought I was out.
Was that just rushed it, or?
I haven't got a clue. I don't even know. I still can't believe it didn't go in. I just sat in the chair, just thinking, if I don't get another shot, I'm just never going to sleep again.
You took out the last finish really well. I mean, I think it was the last yellow. It just went.
Yeah,
And it's one of those that you can tweak it a bit, or
Yeah.
But no, you played it well. Held yourself together well.
yeah. I was just thinking, if I lose the match, after missing that black, I would have.
You're devastated, aren't you?
I would never have won a match in the loser side. Definitely not. Might as well have just gone home.
Who do you fancy for this game then? That Max or Aaron?
Do you know, I haven't really seen a lot of Aaron. I know he gets some good results. When he plays, I think he plays for the England men's side, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's in
And
I think he's in the A or the B side, isn't he? So.
Yeah, on the world rules side, but yeah, I haven't seen a lot of him. So I'll probably go for Max just because I've seen a bit more of him.
Yeah.
What about yourself? Who do you think?
Yeah, I would. Obviously, I know Max a lot better. So I would probably go the same way. I think it's going to be close, but
Yeah, I think the bookie has got Aaron as slight favourite.
okay.
I think Max might be 6-4.
Bit of value there.
Yeah.
Have you done any bets?
A little punt earlier.
Any good?
When a fourfold come up, yeah.
Happy
I
days.
was waiting on John Rowe, and he went 9-all,
Yeah.
and then 10-9 down, and he's missed his last ball. And
What, Chris or John?
No, John did.
All right.
Oh no, it was the black. Sorry, he missed the black, left it over the hole, and Chris Gill snookered him. He swerved out of it, and the whites spun into the jaw. But then the check sides kept it out, and it sat there on the lip.
Chris was pleased then.
Yeah, Chris was absolutely fuming. He was spewing. And then John took out a good finish, and I think he broke dished him.
We've got another question for you, Jordan. Adam Kirk's asking, what's your background? Have you come from snooker or world rules pool? And have you played any, or would you play a money match?
So I was world rules player for years, and then I stopped playing. Just took a bit of a break. Did a bit of nothing really, and then I actually came back and played a money game. I played Mike King. Greg was commentating on there.
Yeah, let's not go into
He
that.
did not stop abusing me all night. He absolutely crucified
For
me.
the people at home, that's before I knew Jordan, and
No, he knew me really well.
now I know him. I take it all back, and yeah.
No, to be honest, I haven't actually heard it, but
Yeah, you don't want to either.
I'll play that back later.
To be fair, it wasn't that bad. I can remember it. Certainly wasn't that bad, was it? And it was just obviously I was rooting for my boy Mike King, but it wasn't to be. He played brilliant, and I think you'd actually put in some practice for that one.
Yeah. I played. The thing was, I played all right in the match. I broke quite bad, but I in the practice up on the build-up, I played unbelievable, and I thought, I'm just going to fly through this match. I was playing in practice, and like a couple of days before, and I had, I think it was like 16 or 17 dishes off the break in 18 frames.
Bloody hell.
I was like, yeah, I'm flying. But it's a bit different when you start,
It is.
when you're playing the money, when you're playing your game.
Yeah, and I think sometimes when you're playing that well just prior to the match, you can go in maybe, a little bit overconfident perhaps, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. But no, I've got no real desire to play another game. If I'm on it, I didn't really enjoy it that much.
No.
I didn't feel like there was any pressure on it, just because the distances are so long. Like when you play like first to 6, first to 7, the pressure's on you. If you make one mistake, if you make 2 mistakes, you've pretty much lost.
Yeah.
But if you make a mistake, you potentially lost the whole match. But
Yeah.
I quite enjoy that. But no, but I don't really like the idea of money matches now. Gone off of them quite a lot.
I think, to be quite honest as well, there's so many comps about now. There's enough comps just to focus on that, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, whoever the first person to ever dream up of a money match, ringing around their mates saying, I'm going to play this guy, I'm having 100 quid on it. If you want to put a bet on, I'll just take 20%.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine selling that to your mates for the
I know.
first time? Would never happen. That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's played that really well.
What about yourself? Are you having any more games?
No, I'm same as you really. I've played a few in my time, and it's one of them. I'm not too keen on the atmosphere, and sometimes it gets a bit too rowdy or whatever. And,
Yeah.
it's not really for me. So, if something comes along where I might be able to pinch a bit of money or whatever, then fair enough. But no, I'm certainly not looking for anything. I think you're right. Sometimes it is hard to actually focus when you're playing a first to 25 or something like that. It's such a long race. You really don't feel any pressure, and perhaps if it goes close, you feel the pressure at the end of the match, and that's about it.
Yeah, I think the spectators enjoy it more than the players, because they're just sitting there getting drunk and abusing everybody.
Yeah, exactly. They love it.
I don't quite know where that bottom red goes. I don't think it squeezes between the two, does it?
I don't think it does.
Unless he plays the red into the middle and then the double and drops onto the bottom rail. Oh, but I think don't have the blacks in the way.
Yeah, if it isn't, he could certainly play your shot, play the back double, and air going towards the yellow with the white. Cannon the yellow. He's played that well, actually, so I think he's opened it up, so it does go now.
Yeah, that little nudge just moved it enough, I think.
Yeah. The tables are so fast, he might be able to just dead weight it and drop on the bottom cushion.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Yeah. Looks like he's got a bit of angle, so he's going to have to play this well.
Just cannon into it. It's come out
It's
nice.
a really nice shot, yeah. First frame's always pretty important. Get yourself off to a good start. If he pots this, it'll give him a bit of confidence. If he misses it, then...
Obviously, I turned up late, but did Aaron have a chance, or...?
No, Aaron won the lag, broke. The balls went messy, and then there was a bit of tip-tapping, and Max created the chance.
Okay.
Adam Kirk's asked, would you play George Tierney for big money? I'm not sure who he is, but do you know?
Don't know him.
No. I'm not sure who he is, Adam, but I think from Jordan's last, what he said about money matches, probably he's not interested. Whoever this guy is.
What's his name? George
Tierney's or
Turney.
Turney's?
Turney.
Turney.
Don't don't know.
Max got a good break. And looks to be a really good break.
Even I might get these.
I think he's going yellows. Take the this yellow and then the yellow perhaps in bulk out the way first and work his way down. So important to route your map as best you can before you get down. I know certain players do it differently, but clarity of mind, knowing what you're going to do, always helps. So many times people go the wrong way and make things hard for themselves, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of this game is shot selection, I think. See someone like Farnsworth, he never plays the wrong shot. And it makes the game so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, shot selection and obviously controlling the white, keeping the white nice and tight is paramount in this game. Trying to make every ball as easy as you possibly can and as easy as you can positionally to get on the next ball. Who did you come up with, Jordan, this time?
I came up on my own.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, no one.
You love coming up on your own, don't
I
you? You
know,
love the drive.
Just a loner. No one likes me.
How long did it take you?
It's about 3.5, 4 hours, something like that.
About the same as us, yeah.
They've
Where are you staying?
Travelodge?
Travelodge?
Yeah, Travelodge, yeah.
Yeah.
Sharing with Jez Graham and Arfan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I drove up with Jez.
Oh, okay. He lost earlier, didn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't happy. I think it was 11-10 he lost,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, I don't think he played too great. So try again tomorrow in the second section.
Yeah. There's a lot of matches you have to win though.
Long old road, isn't it? If you
Yeah.
lose your first match, which I think that was his first game. So how many matches is it if you lose your first game? Is it 7 or something? 8.
Something daft.
That's
yeah.
a long old road.
Because
Isn't
it's
it?
double rounded, isn't it? Each round is double rounded. So if you lose in the last 16, there's like another 8 guys, obviously, that drop into the loser's side. So
Yeah, and they keep coming, don't they? I suppose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Max is a little bit high on this one.
we just hold on the red.
He's actually played that really well. Should be able just to soft screw this one, or I think he's just working out where the white's going to go.
Yeah.
Doesn't want it to go in off.
He doesn't want to screw straight off. He doesn't want to play it plain ball because if he flicks off the red and goes in off, he just wants to find the gap between the red and the pocket. Just pointing, showing you where he wants to hit.
If he gets this black, this will be the first breaking dish of the game.
Oh, he's missed it.
I think that was a case of focusing too much on the white
Yeah.
and not enough on the pop. And he's left what should be drop-ins for Aaron. See, I'm going for those.
Yeah. I fall into that trap quite a lot in black ball. That's a world rule shot, because at world rules you know you're going to get your 2.
Yeah.
Because the chances of him fluking it are minimal. But in black ball, if they fluke this, it doesn't
You're
matter.
ill.
It doesn't matter if they pop the reds, as long as if they pop the black, they're happy.
Yeah.
Well, obviously. But yeah, it doesn't make any difference whether any of the other balls go in. This looks really good.
This is class.
Oh my word!
What a shot that was. That was class. That was a bit of naughty Nosco there.
That was a bit naughty.
Look at this. What a shot. Perfect weight.
It's a bit hard, if anything, but
But but again, going back to the fact that we would be going for those, I'm not saying that it was the wrong shot by Aaron, but you're always giving your opponent another chance.
yeah.
Whereas if someone said to him, right, you have to take these out, he's going to take them out probably.
Yeah, no problems. If he pops this, I'm just going to go home. Yeah. See, now he's got a shot at it.
Yeah.
He should never have been here.
No. Definitely Ashley Hill. Definitely the best shot I've seen so far. I think Max has played another really good shot there. He's either snookered or he's very close to being snookered.
Yeah.
I think the shot here for Aaron is bottom cushion, side cushion, and then try and hit this red down by the bottom right-hand pocket as we see it. Because this way he's covering the black, and it looks like the only sort of safe place. Unless he pulls off some sort of double. Hot off the cushion. I think he's got quite a big target if he goes off bottom cushion, side cushion.
Yeah, I think he can see an edge of it, you know.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think. Yeah. I think he can just get paint.
He can just get it, can he?
Just
Okay.
get some paint, which makes it quite difficult.
Have you been practicing a lot for this one, or not really?
Not really. It's been a bit of a nightmare at work at the moment because
Yeah.
there's 3 of us that are that work at the club full time, and one of them's a Gerard Green snooker player.
Oh yeah.
So he's been away for a couple of comps. So we've been sort of covering his hours.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, who's had a result. The other guy, he just he had a week's holiday and then he just had an operation on his eyes. So he's been off for 2 and a bit weeks. So it's just I haven't really had a lot of chance to practice, but try to squeeze in as much as I can.
Yeah.
About yourself, you've been playing a lot?
I don't really have the chance to practice with anyone unless I sort of drive. I mean, I played practice with Shane Thompson yesterday, which was first 21, which was a good lot of practice against somebody. But apart from that, I just practice on my own.
Yeah.
And the problem is I'm playing on a blue cloth, obviously, because it's the
yeah.
IPA, and which isn't ideal.
So it's so different, aren't
Well,
they?
you think you're playing well, and then you come here and it's totally different. You've
Yeah.
got to adjust to the tables. So, yeah, not ideal preparation, certainly. But,
Yeah, we were thinking about getting the because we use Strachan at the moment. I was saying to Gareth Potts earlier on the commentary, we use Strachan at the moment, and we're looking at changing. I didn't know whether to go for the blue cloth or the Hainsworth, which is what they use here. But oh, and he's got the black off. Yeah, but I'm the only one that plays on the tour. Well, me and Michael still, but we're the only ones that play on the IPA tour. So it's a bit selfish of me to change it all to blue cloth.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go for the Hainsworth.
Yeah. I played Shane and they in Bridgewater yesterday, and they've got a Hainsworth match or Precision, I think it is, and that was lightning, absolutely lightning. I think it was the same cloth they had on when Shane played Crossdale recently in the money match, and it really helped me because obviously coming onto these, it was near enough the same pretty much because these are lightning, aren't they? So.
Yeah, they are really quick.
You played on this table last match. What was this like?
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's really, it's lovely. If you're used to it, it is absolutely lovely. But it was really hard.
Did you play on? You had a prelim match.
No, this was my first match.
Oh, that is tough then, isn't it? If you're coming straight on it.
Yeah, it was. But I think Josh had already played a match. He beat Sam Bircher.
That's a good win.
Yeah, he won 11-3.
Wow.
So
he did look really steady.
Yeah, he cued some really good balls in.
Yeah. Aaron is very much a methodical player.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of him, but
likes to work everything out before he plays it, which is it works for him.
I don't suppose you miss any easy blacks like somebody when you play that way. You played in the same England side as Aaron?
No, I don't think when I was playing for them, Aaron was in the team.
Okay.
Plus, I didn't make the A or B side. I had to slug it out in the C section with my good friend John Rowe.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't mind. So, to be fair, most of the time I was drinking with Ben Flack anyway. So,
yeah, he's good at that.
Good at pool, good at drinking.
He was in one of the England sides. I was in one of the sides with him, and he went out drinking one night and woke up in the morning. He was calling us. We were due on in about half an hour, and he thought he was in Liverpool. And it because he couldn't see Blackpool Tower, he thought he was in Liverpool. It turns out he was in Liverpool Street or Liverpool Road.
Oh my god!
But he could, if you walked round the corner, you could see the tower.
Sounds like Ben. Okay, so one each, and Aaron to get us underway in the frame 3.
Got a problem with the tablet for updating the scores.
I need to get hold of Mike King, get me a pint, pretty sharpish. Someone flag him down for me, please.
Well, that is the rule. If you pop the black off the break, you should never pot a ball off the next one. It's like an unwritten rule.
I'm not sure I like that one. So Max elected reds. I think his only sort of tricky ball is the red by the black.
Nice bunch of guys.
Yeah.
But I think the tournaments now, they come thick and fast. It's a bit of a slow start to the season, but they tournaments fly out now. Oof. Just under hit that.
Yeah, he's going to have to pot this one. Stun run through off the side cushion so he can get round for the yellows at the bottom.
You played snooker for a lot of years, didn't you?
Well, I don't know about played, but I was taking part. No, yeah, I did. I played for years when I was younger, and didn't quite cut it. Didn't quite make the grade. Got on really well with people like Jimmy Robertson, and he was a junior when I was, me and Mike King. And I managed to get lucky and get on big break as a junior.
Oh, okay.
With Mark Selby and James Loft. And little did I know that Selby would become one of the best ever. And I went and found a day job. Do you ever play snooker anymore?
Not really, no.
No.
I played, I think I played twice in about the last 9 months, maybe a year.
Who's the best player you've ever played with?
What, at snooker?
Yeah.
Probably Barry Hawkins, yeah. He, we were playing a first to 5 once, and he's gone, it was pretty rubbish. It was 2-all, and I've had a century to go 3-2 up. I thought, well, I've got him here because he's playing useless. And he then went 130, 140 odd, 120 odd. Well, no, thanks.
Bloody hell.
And I played him another time, and he had a maximum against me. I'd never seen one before, so I was like, oh, well done, mate. And he just sort of got the balls out like it was nothing. And he's quite a modest guy. He'd never brag about anything. And so I said to him, like, how many have you had? And he said, oh, I've had quite a few. I said, have you lost count? Or yeah, I've lost count. I said, okay. He said the best he'd ever done was he had back-to-back 147s. He said, and then I had 10 reds, 10 blacks, completely collapsed. He said, bottle just went. He said, and the maximum was there. He said, but knocked in the 80 and won the frame. He said, that won me the set. He said, then I had another 147 the following frame.
Bloody hell.
So he had 3 147s in 4 frames. Oh,
God.
okay then.
It's unbelievable.
Okay.
I was also fortunate enough to watch Jamie Cope
Yeah.
a few years ago now. Came down to Exeter to do an exhibition for us. What a
Great
shot from Max.
Great shot.
And he had back-to-back maxims against Mike King.
Wow.
And he called the second one from the first red.
Wow.
So that was enough for me. I thought, well, I'm hanging my cue up. Could struggle to get 47, let alone 147.
Yeah, he's so talented, Jamie Cope.
Oh, you would, mate. It's just a shame. He's with illness, obviously. He's had some neck problems and things, and
He's got tremors as well.
yeah,
hasn't he?
unfortunately, he's fallen off the tour.
Oh, has he completely dropped off now? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he still plays in some comps and stuff, but yeah, he's some talent. I've had the fortune of practicing with him, and he's unbelievable. And he's such a nice guy. Again, a real modest, down-to-earth chap. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember years ago, Gareth. He used to practice with him sometimes because he's from this area.
Yeah, he's Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah,
And he used to tell me some of the stories, and he was just outrageous.
yeah.
'Cause he cues up with like extreme left-hand side, doesn't he, or something?
Yeah, his back arm and his wrist is all turned over, and he cues on the right-hand side of the white,
Oh, the
far
wrist.
right, and then comes in
Yeah.
and then hits centre. Like, it's really weird. He showed me
Crazy.
a long blue once, and I was just like, well, how on earth do you pot anything? But timing, I guess.
Yeah. That's like Gerard. He's just all wrist, so he flicks the balls in. So it almost looks like, because he's got a pause at the backswing, and then there's like a pause on the way through, where he flicks his wrist. It's like a double pause.
Yeah.
It's just all hand-eye coordination.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
it's like that. It's,
Played Gerard in a comp in Prestatyn years ago, and he beat me, obviously, but he was a talent, wasn't he? He was
yeah.
and again, a real lovely guy as well.
Yeah. He actually got the year Ronnie won like 35 out of 36 matches when he was an amateur or something like that. I think he got Rookie of the Year, but Gerard actually won the same amount of matches.
Really?
But yeah,
Wow. Oh, the red ball's coming down, I think.
so the yellows are there. Just needs the ball down on the right hand side on the rail. If he can leave himself an angle, just drop that in and run the white on and off the cushion. He should bump the red out of the way and open up that other yellow. It's about the only real problem he's got in this frame. Just made it past. Might be trying to get this out now. Don't really like this shot. Yeah, that's tricky. I think he could have played the ball just dropped the ball in the middle and then played the plant on the left hand side and got good on the ball down the rail then. There's a chance really that Max shouldn't have got.
What's Max on? Reds, yellows?
Max is on reds, yeah.
On reds. That's a good shot from Max there. Getting on this red to free up the bottom pocket, so he's going to try and pot this red and perhaps knock the yellow out the way, give himself a chance of clearance.
The only problem is because the yellow's quite a way away, he's got to hit this like quarter ball, and I think that red yellow might come up and sit on the red. Oh,
Sorry, I didn't know you wanted one.
I'm good. Do we stick that down as an unforced error?
I think we have to, don't we?
Yeah. Oh,
Not sure he wanted that,
he's made a bit of a hash of this frame.
because I think he's straight on this. So the only way he's got a chance is to play it cushion first with a bit of side, and you might be able to flick that red out, but it's a bit of guesswork then, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know whether he can sort of play like a power
stun.
like a power top spin and hit the red half ball. So
Oh yeah,
sort of arc it into the red,
yeah.
hit it half ball and send the white up the table. But that's a shot that
Only you could
only
play.
stupid people would play. Maybe forced to just sort of stun this in, get the white off the route and play it long. Looking at it, actually goes in all three of the pockets on the left-hand side of the table. So if he hits cushion first and slips between the red and the yellow,
Yeah,
he can play it in the top, middle, or bottom.
yeah, it's a good shout.
Oh, I don't like this. I'm trying to pot the red. It's getting harder.
Yeah, Max is tapping the table, but he's faced with a really tough shot now. Going to try and pot the yellow. He's furthest away from probably top left because it goes, and needs to cue this really well. He's digging down.
It's his whole chin over the cue. Cues of just one eye.
Yeah, and he lifted his head pretty much as he played the shot, which is never a good thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps a bit of anxiety on the shot, which forces your head up sometimes because you're eager to see where the ball's gone, and that can cause you to hit it offline. So Max should finish these, and that should be 3-1 to Max. So Max is nearly straight on this red, so just screw back, leave the black in the bottom left-hand pocket. Just like that. 3-1 Max. Are you going out later on and have something to eat, Jordan, depending on what time this finishes, or?
Yeah, I'm a bit peckish.
Yeah.
Physique won't look after itself.
It's a really good Chinese just up the road, also a steakhouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, steakhouse be shut now, isn't it? 10 to 11.
Yeah, I'm not sure what time they open till.
Where are you staying?
Say Travelodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get breakfast. That's all I need to know.
You can either book it or you can go down and pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be doing that for sure.
It's a good break. Right. Yeah, you got to take these out, really.
Yeah, Aaron will be conscious that he has to take these now. Stay in touch. Doesn't want to go 4-1 behind. Starts to become a big ask from some 4-1.
This is for break and finish.
Yeah.
I think break
Yeah.
dish.
Yeah, it took him out nicely.
First one on the match. Very methodical.
Anyone watching at home wants to find out the latest scores on the other tables, you just need to go to Q Score on the internet, and you can see all of the latest scores. And if anyone watching wants to ask either myself or Jordan any questions, please feel free to do so on the live chat.
Nothing on geography though, preferably on sport. Oh, black's in again.
That's twice he's done that now.
That means the next one's dry.
That's it, guaranteed.
100%. It's the law. So are you out tonight or?
yeah, probably hit a few clubs, and yeah, it's a steady one. I'll have probably 8 or 9 pints, 10 pints, and then have a hit a disco or something, and then crawl in about 4. That's
You can't do that.
Well,
You can't do that.
He's gone against your rule there.
You're not allowed to do that.
No, I'm hoping to be tucked up pretty shortly, depending on how quickly either Max or Aaron can get this game sewn up.
We might be on when they finish.
That's true. We're on at 9, so the way it's going.
Oh, what's she done there?
That was a bad miss.
I think sometimes when someone is quite slow, it almost puts pressure on you just because you think you don't want to be sitting there again for the next 5-10 minutes watching him clear up.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you're quite a fast player yourself, it feels even longer.
Yeah, and obviously these two, Max is a fast player, likes to be fluent, whereas Aaron's more methodical. And you do end up sitting out quite a lot if the other person's taking their time.
Will you be in the full series for next year?
Yeah, it's looking likely. I don't think any of the dates clash with anything else, so I don't see why not. And yourself?
Yeah, I'll be in. I'll probably be in all of them, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look really good, to be fair.
I couldn't really understand why people were almost against the top 8 or top 16 being in it. The way I saw it it's not a lot more expensive than the tours. You're playing the same players over longer distances for more money. So why would you? If you're there for the pool, you get more value for money, and if you're there for the money, then it's better, and you're playing the same players. Right, granted it's split now, but the accommodation money doesn't really come into it for me because it doesn't hardly cost anything to stay up here, does it?
No. You know, and it's been a long time now. Players going on about wanting better value for money or bigger pots, bigger money all round. And
Yeah. I think everyone wants to put £5 in and expect to be playing for thousands. You look at the snooker players, up until this year, this is the first time that they've never had to pay entrance fees.
Yeah, exactly.
They used to pay 700 and I think it was 700 quid or 750 quid to enter the World Championships.
Yeah, at every tournament. I know Sam Baird obviously plays. He's a professional. He plays down at our club, and I remember when he first got on the tour, he couldn't believe how much it would cost on every tournament you had to pay to enter each tournament. And like you said, the Worlds was like 700-800 quid.
That's it, yeah. I think the UK's 400.
Oh, it was.
Enter.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, yeah. But even the smaller events were 100, 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good finish. But I played in Q School one year, and I got invited to. I played rubbish, but I got invited on the. They drop down the order of merit and invite you if pros don't want to enter.
Oh yeah.
I got invited to the Australian Open. Even that was like 150 quid
Did
to
you
enter.
go?
No, I didn't go. No.
Oh.
It's a long way to go to get beat. I couldn't even beat the amateurs. No point going out there and getting beat by a pro.
Yeah, I gave it a whirl. Q School back in maybe 5 years ago. Or no, 2013. Paul's just telling me, and so that's what 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was my last sort of.
Was that at
Well,
Burton?
No, Sheffield.
Oh, in the
Yeah,
Institute of Sport, whatever it is.
that was my last hurrah. Did all right. I got to the penultimate round.
Okay.
Lost to Scott Donaldson 4-3.
Okay. He's doing well on the tour. now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
sort of,
cracking player. I had a kick to go to win actually 4-2, and it was almost destined. Saying now, Greg, look, you know, never going to be good enough. Go home, get a job, which is what I did. Yeah,
a kick on the brown, was it?
kick on the
Okay.
brown. So it did me a favour and saved me a lot of money, I think.
I could pot the balls. I had no match play game whatsoever.
Yeah, you need everything, don't you, in snooker?
Yeah.
It's such a hard game. And the thing is, as well, when you've got 13-year-olds in China making maximums and centuries, it sort of brings it home how difficult and how hard it is.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I started playing pool when I was 9, and I didn't touch a snooker table until I was about 17.
it's always
So-
going to be difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, because this game for me is more like, it's not really like you don't strike the ball, you sort of push it around, and it's not the same. You don't hit it in the same way,
No,
so you pick up a lot of bad habits.
queuing wise, you mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And you can't really afford to get away with it at that level.
I found that I was struggling recently, and obviously I've come from snooker, as it were, and I found that my cue action was not as good as what I thought it was, or whatever, and so I just started having a knock on the snooker table
Yeah.
once every couple of weeks.
Yeah, I
And
think
it
it does help.
Does help as long as you don't overdo it. Keeps you queuing nicely, doesn't it?
I just find if I play lots of snooker and don't really play any pool, I just lose my touch.
You lose the touch, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So apart from yourself, Jord, who would you, or who have you seen so far, or who did you fancy might go deep in this tournament?
There's so many. I think Steve Petty's going to take some beating just because he's.
You know him well, don't you?
Yeah. I used to play juniors with him and all sorts, and he's back playing now. He plays in some tournaments at my club,
Yeah.
and he's really good. He is really good. But he just opened his own business. Just set up his own business. So I don't know how much work he's been putting in.
What's that doing? You like to say?
Yeah, I think it's like consultancy.
Okay.
No, it's not a consult. It's like a recruitment. I think he deals in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, he was talking to me that he was saying to me that he might even have to pack in for a year or two
Yeah.
just because he's so busy with work. But
Okay.
yeah, I think he earns well enough to.
Does he
make
play
it
at your
worthwhile.
club?
No. He plays in Surrey.
Okay.
So I'm in Kent, and he lives in Surrey. So I only really see him for tournaments and stuff.
How does he compare against people like Mark Boyle or Mark Farnsworth? What's his level like?
I don't think he'd be too far behind if he was.
Yeah.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
Very, very aggressive, and I was quite surprised because he doesn't really play a lot of black ball. I was surprised earlier. I think the first 3 frames he played 3 skill shots, and he got all of them. So he's and he saw all of them quite quickly as well because he's quite a quick
Thinker.
fluent player.
Yeah.
So
Natural.
yeah, very natural. But he's a good snooker player, and he's a good American pool player, and he's just a good all-rounder, really. Yeah. What about yourself? Have you seen anyone that's playing well?
Yeah, I would have probably said him, and obviously yourself. Almost as was the book, really. I know you're playing. I think you're playing Rob Bourne tomorrow. That'll be a good match.
Yeah.
He seems to be doing well, playing well with confidence as well. He's another one.
He's a big confidence player as well, isn't he, Rob?
Definitely.
Unfortunately for me.
But yeah, it's one of those. Like you said, there is 5-10 people here that could easily win it, or maybe more
Yeah, maybe even more.
on their day. So
What price were you at the start?
at the start, I was 16 and ended up at 10.
Okay,
So
that's worth a shout. To be fair.
yeah,
Good shot.
yeah, it was a good
Very
shot.
good shot.
Well worked out.
Yeah.
Played it at the right pace. Possibly would have wanted to be straighter on this yellow. Not sure if he could just drop it in.
I think he's all right. I think he can
Yeah.
just drop it in and then leave the white maybe put on the black spot and just play the ball long and
Float
stun in
round.
behind it.
Yeah, I was stunning, yeah. Good evening, Zane. Hope you're enjoying the stream, mate. So he did have quite a bit of angle, as it turned out, and he's left this. This is tough now.
Yeah, I still would have just dropped that in dead weight. Even if you leave yourself by this red
Yeah,
on the left-hand side,
still
you've still
enough
got
angle. Yeah,
Now he's got to cue this and sort of trust into luck a bit because
Yeah.
I think he's going to run into the red.
I was going to say the red on the left-hand side. If he hits it,
And I think he's got to play this at a pace where he nudges the red away. That was tough.
and you were right, he would have been hitting it full in the face, I think, if he'd have potted it. Max shouldn't be losing from here.
No. Right, so look where the black's gone as well.
Yeah.
Even if he flukes the yellow, he's...
There's a million to get the black.
Yeah, exactly. So Max has left the ball on the right-hand row. He looked at flicking it off, but I think in that situation, if you try and do too much, is when it goes wrong. Just keep it simple and just back your own ability.
Nice shot from Max. So should be taking these out to go ahead again, 4-3. Nicely done. It's going to be Max's break as well in the next frame, so you want to push on now and try and get ahead by a couple of frames if you can. Put a bit of daylight between the two. 4-3 to Max. Oh, Black's gone in again off the break. That's the third time now. 2 for Max and 1 for Aaron. Unheard of. Mr. Chinful, good evening to you. Who's your favourite to win the whole thing? Jordan or Petty would be my picks if I wasn't playing. Obviously I've got to back myself, so but those two are the favourites. We'll ask Jordan the same question. Jordan, Mr. Chinful has asked, who's your favourite to win the whole thing?
I'd love me to win it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said.
Yeah, I'd love that.
If you weren't playing, I guess, who would be your favourite? I think you said Petty. It's going to take some beating, so
yeah, I'll take some beating.
probably
There's a load of players like yourself, Scott Gillespie. Even though he's dropped into the losers' side, you can't write him off.
no, definitely. You got Mike King there.
Yeah,
You
Mike
got Rob
King.
Warren. You got obviously Max playing now. These are all players that could, on their day, easily win.
Yeah, there's so many players.
Yeah. Lee Anderson, your legend. I'll pay you later. Hope you're well, mate.
How much that cost you?
I have had to just text him prior. No, thanks, mate. Obviously he's joking, but it doesn't matter. So Max played a little safety shot there.
It's nice of your mum to use a different username, though, isn't it?
That's it. Are you still playing, Lee? Are you I'm sure I saw your name down for a comp at the Savannah later on in the year. Are you still playing much, mate, or at all? I think Lee Clough was in that is in that event as well in November. I think it is at Savannah.
Yeah.
The one that Cy Fitzsimons is doing, and I'm sure I saw Lee Anderson and also Lee Clough.
Oh, okay.
The Tower, I think they
The
called him,
Tower.
didn't they? He was some player, wasn't he?
Oh,
Probably still is.
When I used to play on the IPA, when I was having some good results. I played Cloughie and he was a bit slow, and we had a game. He beat me. I beat him 8-7 in a pro event, and it took 3.5 hours, I think it was, for 15 frames.
Wow.
It was absolutely brutal.
How slow are we talking? I mean, is that his natural, the way he plays?
Like, stupidly slow.
torturous.
Yeah, but he was good as well, which made it even
Oh,
worse.
that hurts, doesn't
Yeah.
it, when they're good? They keep on taking them out, dish
Yeah.
after dish.
I played him on the. I think I played him on the next tour, and I thought I'm going to do him here. And he beat me 7-2, and even that took 2 hours. It was just brutal.
Really?
Yeah, just
Wow.
absolutely brutal. I hated playing him because, yeah, like I say, not only was he slow, he was good as well.
Yeah.
Didn't like that.
There's got to be some sort of time limit to.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's hard to sort of like if you're playing on the tour, you've got 20 odd tables. Like, how do you make sure everyone's staying within the time?
Yeah.
You can't. The game can't afford to have a ref for every table.
No, of course. Pete Martin's just written in. Thanks, Pete. Hope you're well. Cy Fitzsimons never seems to perform in these comps from what I've seen. I'm pretty sure that he got to the final. Lost to Lee Kendall, actually, of one of these. Not so long ago, Peter. He's a fantastic player. He also got to the final of the Worlds last year. Lost to Craig Marsh, so he's some player. But he may have been struggling in the last few events. But he could be another one that could that win this.
Well, he lost to. He's popped into the loser's side now. He lost to Matt Brearley earlier.
Yeah.
He lost 11-9. I think he was on the table next to me.
Adam Basso's asked you slower than Harry Compton.
Not a chance. He's not that slow. Harry's a junior that plays near us,
Okay.
and he's been playing for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And he's a good player. I think he's on his 3rd frame career. Yes, that's the amount of frames he's played in 2 years.
Wow.
He's he gets a lot of grief.
It is hard. It is tough playing someone that's so slow, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, like you said, you feel like you're starting the game every time you come to the table. You're so cold and you're bored, and
Yeah,
it's tough, isn't it? To
Yeah,
get
it's-
any sort of rhythm.
it's hard work. Like I played Christoph in the quarters of the last event up here, and it was just torture.
Yeah.
It was,
I personally think it adds to their game. Like if you're good, obviously, and so slow,
yeah,
you're even tougher to beat than someone whizzing around, and just because of the mental side of things for your opponent.
yeah. Well, it sort of bogged me down really because I was playing so well. I beat Jimmy Croxton in the morning. I beat him 11-3.
That's a
I
really
was
good one.
absolutely flying.
Yeah.
And I thought I'll play Christoph, and I naively thought I was going to be able to play the same way, and he just turned it into a really
Fudgy.
horrible, gritty, fudgy.
Yeah.
All the balls went messy.
And he's a great player as well, isn't he? So,
Yeah, and he's brilliant as well.
Yeah.
I don't mind if they're slow, but you just want them to be rubbish.
Yeah.
He looks perfect on that. Do you like to punch the doubles in, or do you like to slow roll them?
No, I think if you're going to play a double, you've got to hit it.
Yeah,
You've got to
commit
play
to
it with conviction.
Yeah.
If you're going to miss it, you'd rather miss it that way than dollying it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I love a double, and when
I know.
when I'm practicing a lot, I do a routine. I put 4 balls on three side rails. Great shot.
Yeah, great shot.
And I put 3 balls on the other rail.
Yeah.
And I have to double every ball. Not allowed to move another ball. Not allowed to hit another ball. And if you miss, you just have to put the object ball back, and you play from with the white layers.
Okay.
You have to see how many shots you can do it.
How many times can you do it all in a row?
I've never done it all in a row. I've missed one ball.
Yeah.
That's the best I've done. So I've done.
That's
15
probably
out of
testament
16.
to why you're really good at doubles, though, because you actually practice them.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so many players, myself included, I don't really practice them that much, and they come up all the time, obviously.
yeah.
so
They're such a massive shot. But I don't. It's only when I'm sort of trying to seriously practice for a tournament that I'll do it.
Yeah.
The rest of the time I just sort of plod around and bash balls around. But yeah, no, they're so important because it's where it's such a small table that they're normally blocked. Well, a lot of the time they're blocked down the rails,
Yeah.
so you have to play doubles.
So Max got a bit of daylight between him and Aaron now, 2 frames ahead, leading 5-3.
Oh, not again. How many? Is that 4? 4 times that black's gone in. Unbelievable. And they've potted off all of them. He made a ball there. I think he made a ball. I didn't see one go in. No, he didn't make a ball. That's the rules. That's what you have to do. If you pot the black, you're not allowed to pot one. Greg's eating something next to me, and I'm absolutely starving. That's a really good shot as well. It's killing me. What is that? Spicy corned beef. Lovely. What do we go fishing with? He's eating a spam sandwich next to me. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Played that well. Stun the yellow out of the way as well as making the double. And now that means he can play this red and screw back through the gap. Leave himself on the... I don't know whether he would... he's looking at maybe leaving himself for the one in the bulk area.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad option.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way now if you can.
If he, yeah, all he's got to do, it's almost like a free go because
Yeah.
if he goes for it and doesn't land on it, as long as he gets there,
Yep.
he's still on the red in the middle and he can just bump into it.
Yeah.
He's gone the other way. No, he's perfect.
He did that well.
He's played that really nice.
Yeah. Max has played that brilliantly. He should be okay now just to stun this red in by in the middle pocket. Leave himself on the last red, which he has. And should be 6-3. Peter Martin, thanks for your question, mate. It's not really a question I can answer, if I'm honest. It's more a question for probably Lee Kendall. So Max with a monster break. Getting us off in frame 10. And looks like yellows are sitting really nicely. And this really would be starting to alarm bells for Aaron. Max can take these out and go 4 ahead. Max has also picked up the pace quite a bit as well, which he likes to do. He likes to play fluently. Obviously the plant is on. Just working out where the first yellow that he hits is going to go and finish, just to make sure that I diced a bit with the middle pocket there. A bit fortunate, but he played it the positive way. So just needs to mind his work now and make sure that he gets the correct position to finish these off. Ideally, he probably wants to take this yellow into the top left-hand pocket because this gives you the best position, but it's a tough shot, so he's electing to play the yellow in the middle. And I think he's just about perfect. He wanted to be just off straight so that he could run through and then play the last yellow in the right-hand middle. Oh, I got that wrong. He's gone a different way. Just as good though. Evening to you, Roy, Lisa. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Jordan's now back in the commentary box, and any questions for Jordan, please feel free to write in. Max is he's taking the game to Aaron now, and that's 7-3. He's picked up the pace, Jordan, as well.
Yeah, he hit that last yellow really confidently as well.
He's a confidence player as well, Max. A good front runner, and I think his level when he's confident is very high. But if he's not, it can be, you know, by his own admission, pretty bad. Very much confidence player.
Yeah. So we got Aaron to break off. Frame 11. See if he pot the black again. That's a good break. Hit them hard, especially for the gut break. Alex Cameron. Hi, I've missed a lot. How's Mike King doing? Mike beat Scott Gillespie. What was the score, sorry? Oh, and then he beat Alex Lewis as well. So he'll be through to until tomorrow morning now. I will get the draw up and I'll let you know who he's got in the morning. So you think that Aaron would have to take these out, really? 8-3 is a big gap. 7-4 is doable, but so Mike King plays tomorrow morning and he plays John Rowe. So if you want to check out any of the results and all the live scores, they're all on qscore.com. And we've got tablets for this event, so the live scores are up to date, frame by frame. So the players are doing them themselves. So they've got little tablets next to the tables. And they had the frames on, and they automatically update the website, so you can keep up to date with everything on QScore. So Tom Barley beat Ben Tanner 11-9. Jake Newlove beat John Chapman 11-5. Shane Thompson beat Liam Pedley 11-2. There's a lot of matches still going on.
It's not the best shot.
He's made a bit of a meal of this finish. I think sometimes, I mean, I'm not saying he's played this finish slow, but for somebody who runs around the table, they don't really see any problems. When you take your time and maybe you're struggling a bit,
Yeah,
you can
overthink
find them.
it a bit, can't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
And I still think he'll get this finish, but just put a bit of unwanted pressure on himself. I'm not sure if that one on the right-hand side just drops in the middle. He's just got to stun this one in the top left and play the double, I think.
Like you said, though, you know, he should never be in this position. He could have easily taken these out without having to leave himself a double.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not going to get them. He probably will. But I agree with you. I think sometimes when you play methodically, you can perhaps think a little bit too much.
Yeah. And if he gets these, it's almost like a relief that he's got them.
Yeah, when
because
it
he
should
knows
have
he
been.
should have.
Yeah.
Whereas if he'd have gone out, potted the ball confidently, like taken them out confidently, played this one up the line and landed on it nice, he'd have gone, right, I've got a good finish now. That was a good finish, 7-4, back in the game.
But your confidence builds as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you're struggling to take these out and you just about get over it and you do it, you sort of think, oh, thank God for that. But you're not really giving yourself any more confidence.
Yeah.
Played that nicely, though.
Yeah, you hit that really good.
So just needs to stun this black in, and he's back in touching distance at 7-4. He cues the ball well. I don't think he'll miss this.
No, it should be okay.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
7-4.
So while we're waiting for Aaron to come back from the bathroom, he said, we've got Pete Martin. He said, do you think the numbers for these events will be as good next year with open entry? And will these events damage the IPA and UK tours? I think you will get the entries. I think once people sit down and work things out, and it's 1,400 to enter all these events. Obviously, that's not including your accommodation. Accommodation is so cheap, so it's like 40. I think I paid about 40 something pound this weekend. So had another. Oh, it's a bad break. You had another £200 on, so you're 1,600 quid. But you look at the tours. So I think the UK is about 550, 560 plus your accommodation, which is about 90 quid for a weekend. So it's around about £1,000, let's say. Same if you're an amateur on the IPA, and it's even more if you're a professional on the IPA. And there's more money up for grabs. So why players wouldn't want to enter? I really don't understand it. I can't quite get my head around it, but some people don't want to play the top players, but they still play on the tours, which has got the top players on it. So, and everyone's been begging and moaning that the best players all don't play together, and they want something where all the top players play in the same tournament. So you've got that, and you're now being offered good money in the prize money, and you're moaning that there's too much entry. I don't really know what pool players want. So I think it could potentially affect both tours, because if the top players want to play together in these tournaments and they start to grow, then the other tours will have to up their game. But in my opinion, any competition is good because, like I say, it makes people up their game. So I can't see why people are moaning about entering these now that the top 8 and the top 16 are allowed in. I say the more the merrier. But it gives you something to practice for finally, and it rewards players like financially for the time and effort that they put in. I really don't see what's wrong with that. off my soapbox and let Greg back in the commentary booth.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree with everything Jordan's just said. Well, 11:45.
You turn into a pumpkin at midnight after midnight, don't you?
You do, I think. I'm hoping for 3 or 4 hours, you know, later on. Sleep, if I can get it. Fresh then for 9 o'clock.
Did you drive over or did you walk?
Yeah, no, I drove.
Oh.
Oh, no, I walked actually from the
you
travel.
kid, I got
Did
so
you?
excited then. Arfan made me walk.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't walk anywhere.
He's a bad person. To be fair, though, we went the long way round because we didn't have a clue where we were going, but it's not far, is it? Go the right way? It's just straight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot less in the car though.
It's true.
I passed my
Plus-
test, so I can start
plus
walking everywhere.
We both won bets, so the last thing we want to do is walk into someone that unsavoury character
Exactly.
with £100 on us.
Yeah, there is that.
I might have to get a taxi, to be honest. I ain't risking it.
Get an Uber before they go out of business.
Yeah. Well, it's not London yet. So Aaron's let Max back in. Needs to cue this well. And he has. So this is a great chance for Max to go 8-4 ahead. Arfan Dad looks to be finishing off his match against Chris Day.
The daddy.
Yeah, on table 4, which is the 3rd stream table.
He gets overlooked quite a lot, Arfan. And he's
a very good player.
Yeah.
He's about to win 11-4 against Chris Day, which is a very good win because Chris is in the England side. He's a very good player. So that's a great win for Arfan. As Jordan said, he slips under the radar quite a lot and he's a very, very good player. And a nice chap as well, which always helps. Max played that with a bit of check side and could have done with being a bit closer to this yellow, make it a bit easier because he's going to have to. I would have thought he wanted to stun this in and actually play the yellow next to it before he plays the last yellow.
Yeah, I think he would have liked a little bit more angle.
He wanted to be closer to the red probably, so that he could easily stun. He's got a hard stun this instead of the natural angle.
Would you be? I'd be tempted to play the ball down the rail and come back to the middle pocket, and then play the yellow that's next to it and just screw across the table.
Yeah, that would be the shot.
Maybe play all 3 in the same pocket.
Yeah.
It's just whether he'll have. I don't know whether he'll have too much angle to.
Plus, I think sometimes when you've got a route in mind, which he had, he's not thinking of anything else. So he's still thinking, how do I get that same route?
Yeah.
So he's not. He needs to detach that route and think, is there another way? And then he'll see your shot probably.
Yeah, you almost get married to it, don't
Yeah,
you? You just can't leave it.
And it keeps punishing you.
Better not say too much. I'm due to get married.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
I think you did that deliberately, didn't you? Just in case I was listening.
Yeah, in case you was listening.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Stay in the good books.
That's it. You'll be in the good books if you bring home 7,000.
Yeah.
Minus my cut, obviously.
He's
Played that good.
well.
Yeah, he has.
So you can top on and off the rail now, I think. So play.
Well, can he screw it? Oh, no, he's got enough angle. Yeah, top it in. Sorry.
Yeah, so you can play
off the red. Yeah.
cushion red.
Good shot from Max. I think he's got enough angle just to stun this in and then play the black in the left-hand middle pocket. Ooh, didn't cue that very well.
George is always on the ball. Have you done any of
quit a bit on it. Still got a shot though.
George gave up on him a long time ago. Yeah.
I'm too busy.
Missed that by quite a distance. He's unhappy because he knows that was a big chance to go 8-4. Aaron's not missing these, so that's going to be 7-5.
Just drop, drop, drop.
Are you 8 hours a night man, or can you get by on 3 or 4, George?
I'm one way or the other. I'm either a good 11-hour session, or like a 4 or 5 hours.
Get by.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're either all in or nothing.
yeah. I do like a kip.
You do come across like that, to be fair. You know.
I'm partial to a nap. I know I'm getting old because I keep falling asleep on the sofa.
Oh, that's bad. You know you're in trouble then.
I'm going to have to get one of them OAP chairs. You know, the ones with the sides that catch your head as you fall asleep? Always in the old people's homes.
Have you ever stayed in the Borough Arms?
The where?
The Borough Arms, it's called. Yeah,
Right.
don't.
Right, okay.
Never in
round-
my life.
Is that round here?
Oh my God.
No sponsorship deal in the pipeline then?
Oh, dear, oh dear. Stayed there last time, and I was in one of the outhouses,
Right, okay.
and
One of the outhouses.
I knew I was
Is that
in-
the toilet?
I knew I was in. It might as well have been. I knew I was in trouble because I opened the door and it hit the bed. I'm thinking, what is going on here? So I've walked in. I thought, well, that must be as bad as it gets. Walked in. On the carpet, someone had put an iron through it.
No.
Just left it on the floor burning. So there was a full-on iron patch. And on the door, it was like some sort of dog had just been chewing on the door for hours. Some sort of crack den. I was literally fearing for my life.
You'd do anything to save a fiver.
Oh, 40 quid a night. I mean, it's
No
good value,
way.
but to be fair, it's no wonder. Pittsville.
Well, we stayed. I shared with Luke Bowery last time, and we stayed at Limehouse Suites,
Right.
and it was really cheap. He booked it, and it was really cheap. And I thought, this is going to be an absolute dump, but it was actually good.
Was it?
Yeah, it was alright. It was like 40 quid for
Me and
40 quid each or something for the weekend.
bloody hell.
It was really cheap.
Me and Mike King stayed at the Burr Arms. We thought the rooms were bad, and then we've turned up for breakfast in the morning. Obviously, we're on at 9, so we got there early. The bloke cooking the food decided to have a lie-in, or he'd been on a night session or something.
No,
Didn't
he
turn up. So we had one of the ladies make the breakfast, and I tell you what, it was atrocious. Some of the worst I've ever tasted. The egg, it was like Erd laid it. It's horrendous. I couldn't believe it. Me and King have just walked out. We said, no. Sorry, love. $6.50 for that. You're having a laugh. Wouldn't pay you to eat it. So we just left. Shot off home. Fuming.
And you say you've booked there again this weekend?
No, I haven't. No, I made sure of it. I'm in the travel lodge. Jesus Christ. Kingy's back in there. He loves it. He loves a shit breakfast. Not for me. I like my sausages cooked. He always seems to get a good room, though. He always seems to be in the main hotel, whereas I was in some sort of... Oh, well, I might as well have been out on the street. I was next to Nick Bell. He was fuming as well. He lost too. Thing is, you need to be secure in where you're staying to have a chance in a top tournament, don't you? You can't be worried for your life, thinking, well, you know, I'm going to go home now, and I could be mugged or anything in my own hotel room. Stuff that. Anyway, back to the game. Telly was the size of my phone. What value is that? The remote control's bigger than the telly. How does that work?
Someone put an iPad mini on the wall.
Dear, oh dear. Stains everywhere. Bedding was disgusting.
Yeah, but that was when you left.
As for the shower, rust everywhere. Couldn't believe it. Good reviews, though. TripAdvisor. 4-star. To be honest, I gotta be honest. I don't whinge about much, but the travel lodge today, I've gone in the travel lodge. It was like the Sahara Desert in there. There was steam coming off the walls. I'm in there with Darren McVicker, who's a big lump. I'm in there with Hayden Pinney. There's 3 of us in there. You got Jez Graham in there. I couldn't breathe. All I want's a quiet night's kip. But anyway, hopefully it'll be a bit cooler when we get back tonight.
You get the 3 of you.
Yeah, and the thing is,
sharing.
Darren McVicker, he's the worst. He keeps you up at night.
Oh.
He deliberately, you're just about to get off to sleep, and he'll deliberately start going tweet, 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 or something like that. Just like making up songs and stuff. When you're desperate to get a couple of hours, he won't let you sleep. He will not let you sleep. He knows you're on at 9. He will sabotage your chances just to get his rocks off. That's the type of bloke he is. It's a real shame. Behind closed doors, everyone thinks he's a lovely guy, but God, pure evil. Pure evil. Never mind.
Pure evil.
He loves it too. That's why Jez Graham's sharing with you. He's his best friend. Why do you think he's sharing with you and our fan? It's cut him to ribbons last time. He's had enough.
He's not shared a room with me yet.
It's nearly put him in a home. Torturous. So I've got that to look forward to later. I'll be lucky if I get 2 hours, to be honest. That'd be jackpot if I get 2 hours. 5 to 7 I'm looking forward to. 5 to 7. Anyway.
If anyone's got any hotel suggestions for Greg, feel free to put them in the chat.
Yeah, or if anyone's got any, sort of bad experiences with hotels that'll make me feel a bit better about mine, I'd appreciate it. What's the worst hotel you've ever stayed in?
Wasn't the worst hotel I've stayed in, but the worst cafe I've ever been in was in Blackpool with Adam Davis.
All right.
And we decided we was absolutely starving. We was going to go find the nearest cafe and get some food. We walked in. There's this old boy in there. And
Was it like, do you watch Only Fools and Horses?
Yeah.
Was it like Sid's Calf, where he gives Rodney the bowl of porridge and there's a great hair in it? Yeah. And he's just pulling it out and he's smoking whilst he's cooking the dinner.
This bloke 100% was smoking while he was making our sandwiches.
Oh.
There was like page 3. He'd like cut out page 3 pictures.
He's got a falsified certificate of hygiene on the wall. Like.
Yeah. He had the dirtiest T-shirt on. I think it used to be white, but now it was grey. And the bloke was actually smoking while he was making our sandwiches. It was just hanging out of his mouth while he was...
Guaranteed his name was Edgar or something like that. Just sort of dirty name.
Yeah.
Oh, John Egan, who I think you know, George. Yeah. He's just said, Albany Hotel in Blackpool. Wow, ask Petty. Petty's not here. He's gone for a run, but we'll ask him when he gets back. He's just gone for his nightly run, get himself into order for tomorrow. He's taking this serious, don't you worry. Shirt tucked in and all sorts. Kevin George has come on. Clay Hangar is a great hotel for 40 a night. Well, I'm not being funny, Kevin, but the Borough Arms is 40 a night, so I can understand where you're coming from. Absolute pit. Keep them coming, people. Share your troubles. Yeah, what were you saying about the calf?
No, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get in contact with that hotel. I'm gonna try and get a sponsorship deal for you, so you get free accommodation every time you go. I'm gonna write on your behalf.
I'm offering it out to anyone. I'm paying them to have it. That's so bad.
Perhaps that could be the booby price.
Perhaps Lee might make that a bonus prize. The winner of the most tours gets a free stay in the Borough Arms.
Mashed potato in Leeds.
John Egan, TV was smashed on my bed. Had to walk 1.2 miles to get toilet roll. That sounds good.
Me and my one of my other two of my school friends. One of them got married, and he lives in Wales. And he asked both of us to be the best men. Right. So he was getting married on a farm. It was like this. It was all like converted. It was like glamping kind of thing. Well, he booked our accommodation, and we were staying on the farm. Yeah. And it was a converted horse box. Well, I thought he was winding me up. There was no running water. There was no heating. There was no toilet. It was just a box with 2 bits of plywood, and they chucked a mattress on it. Right. Well, on the last night, we'd had a few beers. The wedding had been and gone, and my mate had decided he was going to. He needed the toilet, but it was absolutely chucking it down outside. So it was like 100 metres away, something like that. And he was like, I'm not doing it. And he hung his backside out the window. And
he didn't.
The world fell out.
Oh, my God.
And he then whipped a curtain off.
And he's hit someone under...
No. He then whipped a curtain off and did his paperwork.
Oh, for God's sake.
Chucked that out the window. And then we found out the next day that the cleaner was actually the bride. So
you knew you were in trouble.
Yeah, she had to clean up that. That was nice.
Adam Bassouz just asked, where's Petty running to McDonald's? I've got to be honest with you, Adam. Jordan just told me earlier, all he's seen Petty have today is 2 bottles of water and a Snickers bar. He is serious about this weekend, let me tell you. He's out there running for his livelihood tonight. He means business, mate. Don't worry about Petty.
Adams from my way. He's really good, young Chinese player. He's good.
Well, Max is starting to make a few errors.
Yeah, he's letting Aaron back in here.
Yeah. Anyone else got any nice hotels experiences they want to share with us, please? Let's keep it rolling. Anyone that's had a big bet or a bet on a player to win it as well, let us know. We'll let you know if your money's safe.
Cheers.
One thing me and Darren McVicker like to do when we go away to the comps is Darren always brings his DVD player, and we sort of get into the TV system and overpower the TV system so we can watch atrocious movies, like, you know, sort of scary films, things like that. You know,
you're a
nothing
weirdo.
too sinister, but really scary films. He loves it, and Hayden Pinney is in all sorts of trouble tonight because he's not used to that type of thing. So he won't be getting any sleep, whether he likes it or not.
I can't be watching horror films.
Mandy Iberson's had £20 each way on Thompson. I assume that's Shane Thompson, the face of Poole.
Stewie Griffin.
Shane is
He's in full flow.
Shane's a good bet. He's flying at the minute, and he's
He was a decent price as well, I think.
yeah, and he's sporting his silver chain that he wears on his right hand, just to add a bit of flair to him. No, all joking aside, he's a lovely guy, and yeah, he'll take some beating this weekend. Roy Lisa stayed in a hotel in Leeds once, topless DJ. She put a T-shirt on to go to the bar. Oh my God. There's a bit of a crowd watching now. Every other match, apart from a few, have finished.
Shane's watching.
Oh yeah, there he is.
And the silver chain.
And the silver chain. That is a beast of a chain. He paid a lot of money for that one, but
That's why his name is Shane.
that's it.
It's not a coincidence that he wears a silver chain and his name is Shane.
Nah, he's a lovely guy. I practiced with him yesterday and took 40 off him, so that was good.
I don't really know how this is going to go 7-0.
Well, we've been talking about hotels for the last 30 minutes.
I know, yeah.
Where the time's gone, but well, it's gone 12, so we're all in now.
Yeah, Kushti.
Whatever happens.
Tony Stalks just messaged me. He said, best hotel advice, don't ever stay at the Villa Bella from Only Fools.
That's class. I was watching that episode the other night, and that's one of the things I like to do. I'm a bit sad. I watch repeats of Only Fools and Horses all the time. I'll get home from work late or whatever, and the missus is in bed, and I just like to watch Only Fools and Horses, you know. And for some reason, even though you know it's a repeat, you think that it's happening at that time, don't you? You think that Del Boy's still only 40. In actual fact, he's what's his real name?
David Jason.
Yeah, is he still alive?
He's
Still kicking?
still batting.
But he is in his 80s, isn't he?
He's
Surely.
kicking on, yeah.
Yeah, I like watching Only Fools and Horses. Anyone else out there that's got any TV programs that they love to watch all the time, religiously? Can't go a few days without watching it. You know, Neighbours, be it Neighbours or
Neighbours.
Coronation Street. Let us know. Gamma 797. Who do you lot think will win? Jordan said earlier he's a foregone conclusion. Although if Petty makes it back from his run, he's in with a great shout. Apart from that, you know, Shane and his bracelet got a good chance. There's a number of candidates out there.
Adam Basu. Can you turn your English keyboard on, please, Adam?
Adam Basu is my man. He doesn't mess about.
Here's a tip. Don't eat yellow snow. Black's in again. Leave it out, will you two? Driving me mad.
Plymouth Pool, Only Fools and Horses, best commentating ever. Don't worry about me and Jordan, mate. We don't mess about. Oh dear. Right, what score is it? 7 each. Wow.
You just put the black off the break again.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the 5th time.
I've had
Is
enough.
that right? Is that 5 now? Yeah. Confirmation, five times that's happened.
What's the favourite Only Fools and Horses moment for you then?
I'm going to be honest now. There's 2 for me. And if I had to choose, number 1 is when Del Boy falls through the bar.
Yeah.
And the beauty of that one is when he comes back up and he's still got his wine glass in his hand with the tiniest bit of wine there. That's the best one ever. And followed closely behind with either the chandeliers, which is class, or the cards with
2
trigger
pair
with
Boise.
Yeah, with Boise.
That's
Where
mine.
did you get that one from? Same place you got yours. That's not the hand, I tell you. You can't beat it. Cannot beat it.
Yeah, that is one. That's probably my favourite.
Yeah.
I've got 2 pair.
Oh dear. You can't beat the old classics, can you?
Or when Trigger says they're going to call the baby Rodney after Dave.
That's right. Oh dear. Yeah, Stuart Piper, to be fair, that's what I do when I need to go to sleep. I turn on my old money matches and I'm gone. I watch me twitch a couple of shots, mate, and that's me gone. So fair play to you. Batman or Robin or Trigger's broom. Good shout, Peter. What about that one, the diamond smuggling episode? That's a good one. Where, what's he called? Oh, the police chief, he's a bent copper basically.
Yeah.
He knows that Del Boy and Rodney and his uncle are going to steal the diamonds.
Slater. Yeah.
That's it, Slater, Greasy Slater. He had the worst haircut ever. He had more grease on it than the breakfast I had in that bloody hotel.
This is the liveliest the chat's ever been.
That's it.
People talking about Only Fools.
Jordan Newton, when Uncle Albert pees his pants on the armchair, that's brilliant. Yeah, got you on that one, Jordan. Good shout, mate. And Ben Lewis, no, I'll buy the sandwiches, Rodney. You bought the rolls. Very good. Very good. Slater, Greasy Slater. That's my Raquel.
Oof.
Right, I'm going to come out with a line now, and anyone on the street, anyone on the chat can tell me what this is from, there's a special prize for you. Whoever names it first. This is the line, and it's from a very famous. Well, I mean, I wrote it originally, but someone stole it. I wonder if there'll ever be a boy born who can swim faster than a shark. Now, if anyone out there can tell me where that line was from, very famous. As I said, I wrote it originally, but then it was passed off as somebody else's. Very famous comedy series on the BBC a few years back. So, just say it one more time. I wonder if there'll ever be a boy born who could swim faster than a shark. Now, if anyone can tell me what that was from, what series, there's a prize for you. Take care. To Hull and back. Oh my God. Jordan Newton has got it. Fair play, mate. The Office it was, and Plymouth Pool, but unfortunately Plymouth Pool, Jordan Newton got in there first. There's a special prize for you, Jordan, and he's named the person as well. Gareth, you were right. The special prize is a big well done from the commentary team here. What? Well done, mate. Well done indeed. Got to think of another. Nick Finn, you're way off the mark, mate. You're about 14 people have already answered the correct answer. But well done, everyone who's got it right. Daniel Thompson's got it right. Nick's got it right.
I'm more of an American Office fan, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I have, but that's not a patch on the UK version, in my opinion.
No, the first, I think the first two are just copies of the UK one.
No.
And then they're just direct copies of the
okay.
UK one, yeah. And then they've done like another 7 seasons.
Yeah.
That's I love it.
Daniel Thompson, get those club fingers going, mate. Okay, I'm thinking of another one as we speak. So lock up your daughters, give me 5 minutes and there'll be another one coming. Let me think.
As we're supposed to be commentating on a pool match, this is actually for Aaron to go in front for the first time since 1-0, I think.
Well, I don't know how this has happened. I mean, Max he should have been going 8-4 up, I think, or 8-3 even, and all of a sudden Aaron's dug in and he's now 8-7 ahead. USA comedy is rubbish, says Roy Lisa. Yeah, well,
Not having that. Sorry.
I don't know. Jordan's fuming with that comment.
I'm absolutely fuming.
Mandy Ibbison, Nosco on tilt. Not yet, I wouldn't say.
No, I don't think he's on tilt.
But he keeps dry breaking like that, he might be. It's in the balance, I think, at the moment. He hasn't done an awful lot wrong, I don't think. What are the famous lines?
Do you ever watch Gavin and Stacey?
I have done.
All right, Dave, how's it going? All right?
Yeah, Stuart Piper, I've never seen a stance as awkward as Aaron's. Chin way over to the right. How can he pot like that? Who is the strangest or most unconventional stance on the tour? Yeah, good question, Stuart. Apparently, there's a chap called
Jerry Canning. He plays underneath. He plays between his middle finger and his index finger, and he plays underneath them. So he's got nothing to bridge on. It's almost like his hands, like the cue's under his hand. But he's a good player as well. He won the national. I think he won Champion of Champions or the National Amateurs or something. Yeah, he won something big. Good player.
I would imagine that Aaron has always cued like this. It's certainly not something you would learn. So he's always done this, and as unorthodox as it is, he's a very, very good player with it. So
he's got to play. Okay, he's got to play a good shot here.
worst stance is Jason Hill by far, from Dave Greenhall. Daniel Thompson, Nosko will be fuming. He's getting beat off someone who can queue on 2 different tables at once. Bit harsh, but... Yeah, Carl, sorry, good shout. Queue whatever makes you comfortable.
But you only got to look at Selby.
Yeah.
You get seasick watching him.
His head's moving around all over the show, and he's still
It's like watching
one of
him.
the best ever.
It's like he's on a boat. He still pots them. As long as you're still. As long as
delivery.
you're still, when you're delivering the cue and you
It's
push it through in a straight line, it doesn't really matter.
It's like Alex Higgins, isn't it? If you've ever watched Alex Higgins play in his heyday, unless you slowed the camera down, you know, the slow motion replay, you'd think he was moving all over the show as he plays the shot. But in actual fact, it's all after or before. You know, when he's delivering the cue, he's actually still.
Yeah.
John Egan, Washy has a weird stance. Yeah, I concur with that one, mate. I played him earlier. He does. He's very unconventional. Both legs bent. Yeah.
To me, this game is not really. I don't think you need a great technique. You just need a really good touch, a good brain to see the patterns and understand the tactics and what's going on, and you just got to have a bit of bottle.
Neil Toms, Jordan, how did you miss that black at 10-9 up? Well, I can answer that, Neil. I told Jordan that I'd had a big bet on him, and he just thought, stuff it, I want to sabotage. I don't want Greg to win any money, so he's done it deliberately, but luckily he got gifted another chance and he fell over the line, and I mean fell.
I missed it on purpose. No, I didn't play the pot. I was trying to push it safe. I didn't fancy him to clear up from there. So, yeah, it wasn't. I didn't miss. I didn't twitch or nothing. It was just still got the safety a bit wrong.
Daniel Thompson, to be fair, a few top players queue on the side of their chin. Gary Wilson queues on the side of his chin. Yeah, you're right there. Paul Riley, yeah. Looks strange, but works for them. Exactly. And at the end of the day, what you'll notice is that even though they queue under their chin, their dominant eye is perfectly in line normally with the cue as it's going through. And that's the key. Where you're looking is where you're queuing.
Even Gareth Potts, he queues over the cue.
Yeah.
His chin's over the cue, sorry.
Yeah. Neil Thomas is asking when you're on again. Neil, Jordan is on at 9 o'clock. Providing he can get a couple of hours kit later on. So Nosko is on yellows, and he desperately needs to take these out.
Yeah.
And both shots are queuing shots, so what would you be playing, Jordan? I'm all in on this one on the right-hand side.
Yes, I'd go the left.
Yeah?
Just because I think you're
Isn't it
guaranteed
red?
to pot it.
Yeah.
And if you underscrew it, you've always got a double.
Yeah, good
At
shout.
least you're going to have a shot. Like here is just you're all in. Yeah, he's played it lovely though.
Could not have hit that any better.
A beauty.
Carl Boothman, have you ever seen Aaron's brother play snooker? Definitely one for the future. Well, I have, and I've actually seen him make a 147 on.
Oh, you saw that, did you?
Yeah, it was on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
they'd cut the black out, and so a lot of people were saying, well, I think he missed the black and all
Yeah.
that, but actually he didn't. And yeah, he's a fantastic player. I don't know how old he is, but
Yeah, I think he's only really young, isn't he?
yeah,
He's yeah. I think I saw bits of that video.
yeah.
Oh, he's 15.
15,
Oh.
is he? Yeah, very good player.
Jordan, you must have been close to pressing that self-destruct button earlier when you was losing. Yeah, I did press it actually. I was screaming like a lobster in the chair, and one of the lads told me he'd had a sizable bet, so I thought I better knuckle down and stop running around the table and trying to clear everything in 3 seconds, and it seemed to work. Is that Mark McClelland? I have Carl knocking in 147s at 12 years old. Frightening. Can't make 8 now. Just depressing me, that chat. Hey, how do we turn the chat off?
Oh my God, the black was going as well then.
That'd have been for 6 times. It's a bit sticky in the playing arena today.
God, wasn't it just?
Yeah, and I found it was affecting the brakes a bit.
Stuart Piper, I don't know what in the hell you're talking about. I was 12 when I had my first max. I certainly wasn't. I was
6 reds.
17. A 1, 4 and a 7. But thank you for that. So who would everyone like to see win this tournament? Has anyone got any personal favourites based on how they play, or they, personal friends? Who would you all like to see win it? Carl Sutton, yeah, he's a good shout.
So we've got some scores here. We've got Dave McNamara 10-9 up on Ian Duffy. Fred Tandy is 9-7 up on Greg Gamlin. Wayne Gardner is 10-8 up on Sean Sharkey. Partab Singh is literally just a second gone 10-7 up on Paul Wensley. Andy Lakin and Carl Sutton are 9-all. Danny Rathbone is 8-1 up on Jason Connop. And Aaron Priest is 6-2 up on Paul Tickle. Oh, and Seb Webb, the most electrifying man in Paul, is 9-6 up on Steve Dorr.
Daniel Thompson would like to see Chris Gill do the business. I was
lost,
watching him early. Yeah, I was watching him early. He's a real good attacking player, though.
Yeah, he slowed down a lot. He used to be really quick.
Did he?
Yeah, I played in the England side with him.
Neil Toms, I think Steve Petty will win it. He's obviously seen he's been running.
No one likes to suck up, Neil.
Yeah, you've ruined it now, Neil.
Yeah.
You went with Petty. You got to stick with that, mate.
Second best. That's right.
You can't creep back in the door now.
I see where your loyalties lie.
Have you ever played that game? You know, when you go on long journeys, you end up playing either blimmin' I Spy or some rubbish like that. Today we were playing the alphabet game, where you start with A, and it's about. I think it was Hayden made it up. You have to say, in my shopping bag I have an apple. And then the next person says, in my shopping bag I have an apple and a banana, because it's A, B, through the alphabet.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny. There was 5 people in the car. It got to D, and they're forgetting what the next letter is in the alphabet. Aidan Binney forgot that E came after D. I didn't know what day it was. And the game finished at F. I mean, what sort of people are we dealing with? I'm in the car, I'm driving, I'm thinking, at least get through the alphabet with it, Crikey. That's how bad it got, to be honest. We were stuck in a traffic jam. Daisy.
Are you struggling there?
No, it's okay.
He's up. I thought he was going to be right on top of that.
Are you getting a taxi back with me?
Yeah,
To our hotel?
We'll stop off at a kebab shop.
We got it, haven't we?
Are we eating?
Got to be done. I've got to get something. I'll be in bits otherwise.
Good eating emus.
Plymouth Pool, Daisy into the last 128.
Daisy?
Yeah, Mike Day. He's playing on the IPA tour today.
Oh, okay, yeah. I need a result. I need a big squeeze to stay in the top 16 on the amateurs.
Is it?
Yeah, I've done really well on the tour. I've done absolutely shocking on the amateurs.
Roy Lisa, irrespective of any player playing, it would be good if Seb Webb won. He done wrong, but surely he has sorted stuff out. Natural talent. What's your opinion on that, George? Basically, I've just thrown Jordan into the fire.
No comment.
Yeah, good.
No, it's not really. It's not my.
Let's move on.
Not my business, mate.
Daniel Thompson need Nosco and Sutton on 2 different bets.
Well, Sutton, Nosco's 8s. And
Nosco's 8. What's Carl's?
Carl was. Hang on, I'll check out Q score, which everyone can do. But it's all right. I'll do it. He's a nice guy. Carl Sutton was 9-0. I am refreshing. Carl Sutton is 10-9 up.
10-9 up.
And at the table.
Yep.
With 2 yellows left. And the black's tied up.
He's a nice chap, Carl. A very good player.
When you can understand him, he's a nice fella. He's not saying things like petrol. You ain't got a clue what he's talking about. Oh, he didn't want that in.
That was so close to being perfectly as he played, but
That might not be the end of the
I was
world.
going to say, it's not a bad shot. I mean,
because you could tie that other red up.
yeah, you could clip off this yellow and knock the red on the cushion.
I'd be
Next to the other one.
tempted to just stun in the face of it and push the yellow over towards the right.
Well, he's left him a...
You've got to finish here.
Yeah. We might have to ask Lee if he'll put our matches back till 10 because of all the good we're doing in the commentary box tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Until the early hours. I'm sure I know the answer as well.
Yeah. Often.
Yeah.
That could be re-rack. I don't think you can get out of that. Oh, Aaron will be fuming. He was so in control there. Oh, Max, sorry. Wrong way around. He can't get through. That's got to be re-rack. That's got to be. I don't think he can get through that gap. They need to. Yeah, they need to know.
The tournament director is just come in to see if this is a re-rack or not.
So they're just having a chat now. So they're re-racking. So they've got the 9-ball re-rack or whatever it is, or the.
So what are they doing?
So they re-rack them, but you take the bottom row out.
Right.
And the front ball comes off as well, I think.
Ah, okay.
So I think the back 5 and the front ball.
I didn't even know that rule, so I've learnt something new.
Yeah. So when you get a re-rack, you take the back row of balls out and the front ball.
And is there any reason for that, or is it just that's the rule?
I don't really know. We had a couple because we're predominantly world rules where we are, and
they have the lag for the break.
I think
Surely the player that put the person in the snooker should have an advantage because
yeah,
he put them in the snooker.
it's not. You don't really want to break it.
Ah.
It's hard to make a ball. I'll have a pound with you.
Yeah.
Says whoever breaks loses the frame.
Go on then.
You got me.
Yeah.
Pounds
I'll
in.
take that pound.
Pounds in.
Everyone at home has heard that. Jordan's about to hand over a pound.
No chance. No chance. Even if I win, you'll knock me anyway.
You're not paying anyway.
Yeah. You don't want to win this. Aaron's had a result.
He's not. Oh, yes,
Oh,
he
he's
has.
won the leg.
He's won it.
Oh, no. Nosco's had a right result there. Nosco.
Watch him breaking dish now.
Yeah. What?
He's won the lag. He's won the lag, Jordan, and
Yeah. He's won the lag.
and he's putting Max in, I think.
No. Right. Yeah, I'll choose one. Yeah, I think they got a.
Okay, come on
So-
then, Max. I need Max desperately now.
So I'm telling you, won't make a ball. 100%. So hard to make a ball. He's made one anyway. Oh. So I need Aaron to dish for a pound off Greg.
He's not dishing here.
He's all right. He's got these.
Perfect.
He's all right. He's got his extra shot as well, hasn't he? I was in World Rules mode there. Now the lead ball doesn't stay there. Otherwise, you'd only be taking 5 balls off the table, wouldn't you? And then someone's got the advantage.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh, what's my man
Oh
done?
my god, my pound's coming.
As soon as I put a pound on,
pound's
against-
coming my way. Everybody at home will be pleased to know
he's absolutely blessed.
the pound is coming my way, and it certainly won't be going to the Borough Arms.
So what's this guy said on the chat?
Well,
Can you
Plymouth
go-
Paul has said so wrong, you pillocks.
Sweet.
That was nice.
How can that be so wrong? Who else we got?
We've got
No, further up. Someone
Oh.
said you don't take the.
hang on.
Oh.
Hang on, how do I Did I get that, Paul?
So, yeah, I'm not sure if it is a lag for the break, if I'm totally honest, but the lead ball does not stay there. I'm 99% sure because I got some rule sheets printed off for when we held our first black ball event, just in case, because people didn't really know the rules, and we actually had 2 re-racks on the same tournament, and that was how we set them up. Yeah, I thought it was would have been in a diamond shape, but apparently not.
Right then, Max Nosko, here's your chance to shine
Unbelievable.
for a pound.
Guaranteed. I'll take a cash out here for 99p.
I wonder if I run in there and say I'm offering you 20%. he's
Don't tell him what you've bet. Well,
Oh, no,
just say
Karen, no.
We've had a massive
He'll
bet.
think it's 500 and it's a pound.
Yeah, we'll say just go in and say we've had a massive bet. Need you to knock these in.
He can buy some Rizzlers for that though. So he's happy.
Yeah, it's not actually a 9 ball, is it? I don't know. Heads in the bin. Someone get the rules. Hello. Oh. Your man's gone bent on you. Get in there.
He found out it was only a pound.
If that red goes, they're on. Yeah, play the plant, stun up for the one in bulk. Plymouth Pool. Don't offer to admit I'm wrong, but the rack was correct. I didn't think I could be wrong. I've already been wrong once this year.
Listen, Plymouth Ball, calm down. Don't worry. All right, you've made a mistake. You've owned up to it. Don't worry about it. It's late at night. We forgive you. Now then, Max Nosko.
I just don't want to get into this too much. Well, you don't. Oh.
So it goes up top left. It goes top left.
Your cash out is 99p at the moment. You can cash out.
Max gets this for me.
Do you want to cash out?
No, I do not.
Hello?
Double or quits?
Nah, not a chance.
He gets this for me. Won't even touch the sides.
You don't like it. You don't like. He knows you got pound on it.
This is pivot. This is massive. One shot for £1.
I think the 9-ball re-rack might be something to do with the IPA. I don't know whether they brought that in. Not 100%. I might just be making that up. Oh, wide.
4.
Wide. Smack table. Pound from Greg.
Emma Sanders. Any other scores, Jordan?
No. That's it.
We'll have a look for you now, Emma, and we will give you the updates.
Greg's not paid his phone contract, so I'll have to do the...
Well, I have, but I'm on a pay-as-you-go. I normally top it up with a tenner each month if I can, but I'm struggling a bit this month.
What network you with? 1 to none?
No, it's what was it? Can't remember now.
So we've got... there's only 3 matches being played now. Sebweb got through. He won 11-8.
The most electrifying man in pool got through, yeah.
Exactly. Who else have we got here? Wayne Gardner beat Sean Sharkey. Fred Tandy beat Greg Gamlin. Jake Newlove beat John Chapman. Ian Duffy edged out Dave McNamara 11-10. Half and Dad won 11-4. Cole Sutton just won 11-10 against Andy Lakin.
Wow.
So we got Danny Rathbone is 10-2 up against Jason Connup, and Aaron Priest is phone's gone crazy. 8-3 up against Paul Tickle.
And I tell you what, this isn't over just yet for my pound. Anything could happen.
Even when you're not in control, you still get your money's worth.
That's it.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's played it really well. Gutted.
Cash out unavailable.
Is it gone, is it?
That's what it says.
Bet 365, I'd have at least 30p. Fuming.
John Rungeon, yeah, you just lied. Oh yeah, I must have lied about the IPA thing. Never mind. Pound.
Oh dear.
Pound. Sure we'll have double or quits on something. God, look at
We're going to up the stakes next go.
rummaging around, moving the notes from one side.
What a note.
Oh, you can hear the change rattling.
Do you
around.
take shrapnel?
I don't take shrapnel.
Right, it's official, everybody. I have paid Jordan Church £1.10.
90p there is.
I've given him profit.
90p.
That's the kind of guy I am.
We'll have a double or quits.
Got to be done.
I'll tell you what, I'm such a nice guy. I'll give you double or quits on the black being potted. I'm going to say
Really?
yes.
Oh, he's giving me the money, but well, actually, no. It's not a good bet.
Do you want it?
No.
You don't want it?
Yeah, I do. I'm taking
He's
it.
breaking from the front. Oh, he's teasing me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
it's
take the bet.
unbelievable.
I'll take the bet. Taking it.
Oh, you've got it. Oh, I didn't even
black
move.
didn't even move.
Hello. Movement.
No,
No.
we're okay.
There you go, mate.
Yes, that's
There
my
you go.
taxi fare home. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah. We're getting the same taxi back. Guaranteed. It won't be coming out of your pocket.
Oh, dear. Well, then, Max has won 1 frame since he was 7-4 up, so
Yeah.
he desperately needs to...
He's collapsed.
Yeah.
Cheap tent in the summer's breeze.
He's folded like a pack of cards.
Have you got your cards?
I haven't, but there's always a pat behind the bar. If I get beat
Yeah.
tomorrow, I'll be out.
If anyone have never seen Greg, he's an unbelievable magician. It does my head in.
Well, they've already seen tonight that I got a few strings to my bow. The comedy values there as well. Obviously joking. Oh, I do the odd card trick.
The odd card trick, yeah. Did
Get
you
better when I'm drinking as well.
Do you?
Yeah, I seem to get better when I'm drunk.
It's not bad. Didn't you do it professionally for a while? Did you do
Yeah,
some close-up stuff?
Yeah, I did some weddings and did quite a few parties and things like that for about a year. And yeah, it was really good actually, really good money, and it's a good way of meeting people as well. It's one of those things, everyone loves magic, and if you do it in a way where you're not making the other person look stupid or anything like that, it's amazing how many referrals you get and people wanting you to do other stuff. So what are you thinking? Is he taking these out, George?
I reckon. Where is that noise?
I don't know.
Don't know where that
Someone's
noise was
won.
coming from.
Danny Rathbone's just won, I think.
He just won the lag. Yeah, well done, mate.
And he is, obviously he's a home player. He's from this neck of the woods. Nice chap. So well done to Daniel Rathbone. He's into the next round tomorrow.
I don't know if he'd. I don't know if he'll take these out. I think just got to get control here.
Yeah.
No point trying to push the boat out and try and put your way into trouble. If he can get control of that bottom left-hand pocket, then
Go from there.
he's good to go.
Yeah.
It's 10-1 in the AM.
For everyone that's watching, there's been a bit of an update. Jordan and I have both got to play at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning in our second round matches. So we're gonna get back now because it's obviously getting on towards 1 o'clock. We will have somebody coming into the to do the commentary to finish off this match. So from Jordan and Greg, thank you very much, and we will speak to you again soon. Take care.
Cheers.
Okay. So, looks like another game that could go all the way. Yeah, so I think Greg and Jordan are both on at 9 in the morning. They've just don't think there's any other games ongoing. I think Danny Rathbone's just won 11-2. There might be one more match. So yeah, just saying that Danny Rathbone's won his game 11 frames to 2. I think there's one more match ongoing at the moment, along with this one. Try and get the score of that up for you. I've just come off from commentating on the Carl Sutton Andy Lakin game. Finished 11 frames to 10 to Carl. Another tight match. I think there's been a lot of tight matches today. There's been, I think, 2 final frame deciders on this table. I think with Mike King and Scott Gillespie in the afternoon session. And I think Jordan won 11-10 in the evening session. I think this could potentially go all the way as well. So I haven't seen much of Aaron play before, to be honest. But seen a few matches that Max has played in, and seen him in a couple of the events here at Players. Obviously both really good players and capable of taking out some very good finishes. Just wondering if he can see a path through to the yellow just by the black. After he's played the red into the bottom, sorry, the yellow into the bottom left corner. Nice double. He could maybe try and cannon into it now. if there's no path for the white. Not sure whether he tried to just pinch the pocket there just to get the cannon on the black. I think Aaron's just going to cover the pocket here. Yes, again, I don't know if the yellow near the red will go once he's removed the other yellow into the bottom left. He's got to try some kind of development shot to try and cannon this out. Yeah, he's just looking at the different options he's got. So there's still quite a few people in, really, for just watching the end of this one, just to see what pans out in this game here. Not sure what he's looking at here, to be honest. Very awkward from where the don't know if Jordan and Greg went through the scores, but Seb Webb went through against Steve Dorr by 11 frames to 8. Just trying to get you some... so Aaron Priest is winning by 8 frames to 4 against Paul Tickle. And that is the only other match going on at the moment. The score is 9-8 goal. Ooh. Nearly tied up the red on the side cushion there with Max's yellow. I'd expect him to get these, to be honest. See as well, these players, obviously the one from the winners section back on at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, well, sorry, in the morning. So, obviously 8 hours from now they'll be into their next match. So I'm sure Aaron will want to get these finished as soon as possible. He's come a bit short there. He tried to... Did he try to screw someone to the corner? Yes, Mart, I think it's been a very long day for both players, to be honest. And obviously it's quite late. And obviously you'd normally expect him to have navigated these in quite quickly, but obviously, as you say, fatigue and just general tiredness with the day proving a bit difficult. Quite a thin cut on this black. It's a difficult shot. No, too thin. And now it's a few roll-ins for Max to make it 9 frames all. Think we're back up and running. Yeah, there was a internet outage, so should be back up and running now on the stream. Apologies for the delay. So we got Aaron on yellows here chasing the finish, but another slow frame. So he's slightly fortunate there to not going off. But I think it looks like he's finished relatively straight on this yellow to the top right corner. Don't know if it looks straight. I mean, I don't know what angle he's got on it, to be honest. Yeah, it's a nice shot, to be honest, from where the white was. He's left a chance. Play the yellow into the middle pocket. Yeah, sorry Dave, it's should be all back up and running now. Yeah. Yes, I think he's dead straight on this yellow, so he's slightly hampered, so he's just got to take care with this one, just get down and try and just knock the yellow in. Leave himself a shot on the black. Oh. So he's overscrewed that by quite some way. So thought he was just going to get down and just roll the yellow down and leave himself a shot on the black to the top left corner. So obviously that was quite a big shot. Finish on the black, and he's obviously got a chance to take a 10-9 lead. Obviously now he finds himself in a snooker. He's needs to get out of. But yeah, be leaving Max on a finish here for Max to now take a 10-9 lead. So he just played that into the corner and left him the red into the middle pocket. So he's just got to play one good positional shot, really, just to take care with this one into the top right pocket and just stun down for the one to the bottom left. Or he's going a different way, but that's a good shot. There's a nice shot there from Max. So just roll this red in the corner, black in the middle for 10-9 lead. Yeah, so what looked like it's going to frame for Aaron. So now it's 10-9 to Max. So obviously Max's break now, so you want to yeah, it's a nice break there from Max. They've split really nice, so could take either colour really. So he decided yellows, so I'd say under normal circumstances you'd expect him to get these. Pretty straightforward finish. Yeah, it's a nice shot there from Max. So looking like yeah, so just roll this yellow through, leave the black to the middle pocket. Just one delicate little shot. It's a nice shot there from Max. Yeah, that's a good finish there from Max. So he's taking the match 11-9. So he'll be back on at 9 in the morning, I believe. And then Aaron will be on in the losers section at 10:30. So feel free to join in then. And thanks for joining today.